Good evening, everyone. Welcome to this embedded system design using Arm Cortex M4 masterclass series. I warmly welcome you to the session. Thank you so much. First, I would like to welcome the early comers first. HKT, welcome, and Kumar, welcome. Good evening, Tech, welcome. YouTube Reels, welcome. Durga Prasad, welcome. And Kelvin, welcome. Alvar, welcome. Abdullah, welcome. And Vanita, welcome. Mark, welcome. So good evening to all. Thank you so much for coming. Good. If I'm audible, just type yes in the chat box. If I'm audible, just type yes in the chat box. I'm waiting for a chat. Srihari, welcome. Saranya, welcome. Aditya, welcome. If I'm audible, just type yes in the chat box. Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you for your confirmation. Okay. So just type your city where you're from, like where you're attending. Just type your city in the chat box. I would like to see your city. Okay. Novel, welcome. Lucky, welcome. Naveen, welcome. Okay. Soumya, thank you. Lokesh, thank you. Okay. So just type your city in the chat box. Okay. Just type your city. From Pune, okay. Pune, Vizag, Vijayawada, Tirunelveli, Ahmedabad, okay. Tanjavur, okay. Bangalore and Pune, Meerut, Rajkot. Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. If you are super excited, just type super excited in the chat box. Okay. With the fire emoji, just type super excited with fire emoji in the chat box. Okay. I want to see a lot of energy on the chat. Just type super excited, okay, on the chat box with the fire emoji. Kanchipuram, Bangalore, Tumkur, Nagpur, okay, Indonesia, okay. Okay. Super excited. Just type super excited. Thank you. Thank you, Abhishek. Thank you. And thank you, Ankit. Thank you. Okay. Thank you so much. Okay. So let's go for the session. Okay. So why 30 days? Okay. If you are attending for the first time, just type FT in the chat box. Okay. If you are attending this event for the first time in the Pantech, if you have not attended previously, and this is the first time you are attending, just type FT in the chat box. Okay. So why 30 days challenge? All of our courses, it comes with both a mindset as well as skill set sessions. Okay. So we strongly believe that a mindset is accountable for 80% of your success and skill set is accountable for 20% of your success. So we want you to coach on both such a way so that you can have a super success in your life. Okay. So that's the reason we kept this challenge as 30-day challenge. So anything which you do for consistently for 30 days, it becomes as an habit. Okay. So that's the reason we keep this as 30 days. So every day we'll be having a mindset activity. So this time we have created a Facebook group. So we are going to do the activity and post it on Facebook. Okay. I will tell you the activity at the end of the session. What is the mindset activity at the end of the session? So please do stay connected till the end of the session. Okay. So thank you so much for your time. So we want to bring the warrior in you and so that you are unstoppable in achieving your goals. So the intention of the program is not to deliver more content, but to create a success habit and to create a system. So when you follow the system, you can learn the embedded system design very fast, in a very fast layer. Okay, so that's the intention. So that's the intention of the program. So I would like to ask you a question like, why do you want to learn embedded system design? Okay, if you're looking for a job, just type job in the chat box. If you want to upskill, if you currently pursue your BE degree and if you want to upskill, then just type upskill in the chat box. Okay. If you already working in a company and if you want to upskill your career or upskill your knowledge, then just type upskill in the chat box. I love to see your chat. Okay. Okay. Akshita is telling job, okay, and Manjunath is Arun Babu job, okay, Sunil job, okay. So upskill job in MNC, upskill is also like It's also okay. Beneath the upskill. Okay. So thank you so much. Okay. So can you commit for 30 days? Okay. I would like to have your commitment. Just type I commit 100% in the chat box. Okay, with the fire emoji. Just type I commit 100% in the chat box. We will be having some activity on both skill set as well as on mindset. Okay, so you have to do that activity and submit on the Facebook group. Okay, you have to show up for all 30 days and you have to stay till the end of the session. It's not about the certificates, it's about the knowledge which you're going to learn for this 30 days. Okay, just type I commit 100% in the chat box. How you do anything is how you do everything. Okay, so stay committed, give a commitment for learning. So it's how you do everything. Okay, how you do anything is how you do everything. So there are amazing gifts for those who show up daily and do the activity. I'll be giving the gift at the end of the series, at the end of the 30 days challenge. So please do show up for the session daily and do the activity and post it on the Facebook. I'll be going through the Facebook group on daily. I'll be spending at least 15 to 20 minutes of my time to go through the Facebook group. Okay, please don't spam on the Facebook group. So even Pantech will not even do promotions on the Facebook group. It's just only for learning purpose. Okay. So the next, so you have a notepad. Okay, take a pen and just take notes because one idea can change your life. If you believe that an idea can change your life, just type A for agree. Okay, just type A for agree. If you believe that an idea can change your life, so just type A for agree and take a notepad. Okay, take a notepad and pen and take notes. Take notes throughout the session. Okay. So I'm going to give a summary of what we are going to learn for 30 days. Okay. So day one is we are going to cover up introduction to embedded system design. Okay. Today topic is introduction. So I'm going to set the tone for this 30-day challenge, and today we'll be covering up the definition of embedded system, the types of embedded system, and what are the processors which is used in embedded system design, and what is processor core. Okay, what are the companies manufacturing these processors, and the complete embedded system design cycle, and how to convert your idea to a prototype. So that we'll be covering up on day one. Okay, so day one is about introduction to embedded system design. Day two is how to choose the right processor. Okay, there are a lot of processors and controllers in the market. Like you have microprocessors, you have microcontrollers, DSP processors, FPGAs, CPLDs. So we are going to cover up all the differences between this processor and how to choose the right processor for your embedded system design. Okay, that is on day two. And day three, we are going to cover up the introduction to Cortex M4 architecture. Okay, so the complete architecture of Cortex M4. The series what we are going to use is from ST Microelectronics. It's STM32F411RE. Okay, I will give you all the materials which is used in this course so that you can purchase these materials and you can do practice. Okay, and day four is we are going to cover up what is integrated development environment, what is compiler, what is assembler, what is linker, so what is loader, and how to install the IDE. So that will be covering up on day 4. And day 5 is how to create a simple project, okay, for the host machine as well as for the target machine. That will be covering up on day 5. And day 6, how to debug the project by using STM32F411 nuclear board. So you should have a nuclear board for this. You'll be connecting the nuclear board to the software, and we'll be doing a real-time debugging. So we'll be going through what is breakpoints, what is watch points, what is variables, okay, how to analyze variables, how to analyze functions, so memories, how to see the values in the memory. So all these things we'll be covering up on day 6, real-time debugging in STM32F411RE. And day 7 is how to blink an LED, okay, and switch, and how to interface a switch to the STM32F411RE. Like we'll be going through what is GPIO, what is general purpose input and output, how to configure this GPIO to get inputs as well as to give output. Okay, so blinking LED and switch program. So these are the things which you are going to learn from day 1 to day 7. If you really love this content, just type I love this content in the chat box. Okay, if you really love this content, just type just type allow this content in the chat box. Don't type attendance in the chat box. Okay, so the attendance will be provided at the end of the session, where you have to fill the Google form on a daily basis. Okay, it will be available at any point of time. Please don't type attendance. Okay, so I'm waiting for a chat. If you love this, just type I love this content in the chat box. Okay, thank you, Gupta. Thank you, Kabir C. Thank you, Deepak. Thank you. Okay. So from day eight, we will be covering up what is memory map and how to enable the peripherals. Okay, peripherals of the microcontroller, that we will be covering up on day 8. And day 9, understanding the stack memory. What is stack memory? And understanding the stack memory. And day 10 is exception model. And day 11 is how to write your own startup file. Okay, how to modify the startup file, understanding the startup file. What are the contents of the startup file? Okay, and how to write your own startup file. That will be covering up on day 11. On day 12, we will be going through linker scripts. Okay, so how to write your own linker. Okay, and how to modify the linker. When you use an Arduino IDE or any IDEs, you'll be using the default linker. Okay, so linker will be essential only when you write a project with an external memory or a project with a complex when you implement a complex project. Okay, so so in that case you have to write your own linker script. Okay, it will be in a different language. So so day 12 we'll be covering up how to write your own linker file. Okay, and day 13 is fault handling and analysis, and day 14 is UART, universal asynchronous receiver transmitter. Okay, so day 14 and day 15 is UART, how to transmit data and how to send data. To know what is UART, we'll be covering up much more detail during the session, like what is UART, what is serial communication, like how it works. Everything will be covered up. The timing diagram and everything will be covered up in the session. Okay, day 16 is about interrupts. What is interrupt? How interrupt works? How to set priority in interrupts. Okay, so we'll be covering up interrupt programming. The vector table and everything will be covering up. And day 17 is systematic timer. Okay, how to write a program for systematic timer. And 18 is how to implement task scheduler. We'll be covering up day 18. On day 19 is analog to digital converter, how to implement analog to digital converter, how to write code for that, so that you can interface analog sensors directly to the ADC pins of the microcontroller. Okay, so day 20 is LCD, how to interface a 16x2 LCD to the microcontroller. That will be covering up on day 20. And day 21 is pulse width modulation. Okay, so pulse width modulation plays a major role on motor controls. Okay, right? If you want to control like BLDC motor control or PMSM motor control, so pulse width modulation plays a major role. So we'll be covering up how to write how to generate a PWM. Okay, on day 22 it's about I2C. Okay, we'll be covering up inter-integrated circuits, like for I2C is a protocol. It's part 1 and part 2, and SPI is also we will be covering up part 1 and part 2, how to transmit and receive data. Okay, so using ADXL 345 we'll be covering up. And day 26 is real-time clock, and 27 is DMA driver development. We'll be covering up DMA driver development. So day 28 is the project. Okay, so it's a home automation project, how to control your home by using Bluetooth. So we'll be interfacing HC05 module with the STM32F411RE, and we'll be interfacing relays, and we'll be using mobile phones to control the Bluetooth. Okay, to control the home. So that's day 28 is a project, and day 29 is weather monitoring using STM32. Okay, and Google Cloud. And day 30 is the graduation day, where you will get the certificates. Okay. If some days, if we are not able to complete this, if you're not able to stream the session, in that day, in that case, you have to do the activity for the mindset, and you please post it on the Facebook group. Okay, so this 30 days you have to do the activity even on Sundays, and please post it on the Facebook group, the mindset activity. Okay, so these are the things which we are going to learn for the 30 days. Okay, if you found this is useful, just type useful in the chat box. Okay, useful in the chat box. I'm ready for a chat. Found this useful, fantastic. Okay, fantastic in the chat box. Thank you, Saravanan. Thank you, Mayank. Thank you, Pradeep. Thank you, Prem Kumar. Thank you, Deepak. Thank you, and AK Software. Thank you, Tejaswani. Thank you, Electrical. Thank you, Arunes. Thank you. Okay. Arunes is asking for FPR, and so please open and Facebook account. Okay, Gautam, thank you. Okay, So okay. So the materials required for this course is STM32F411 nuclear board. My team will share you a Google form. If you want to purchase this board, you can fill up, or if you want to purchase directly from any of the supplier, you can also do that. Okay, but these are the materials required for this course: STM32F411 nuclear board, and you need a logic analyzer, okay, to analyze the timing signals for the I2C SPI and UART, okay, and ESP8266 module, and you need a DHT11 sensor and ADXL345 sensor, and few LEDs and 330 ohms, okay, and you need a relay board and HC05 Bluetooth module. Okay, so these are the materials required. If any materials are there, I'll update on the go so that you can purchase. Okay, so how many of them are ready to purchase material even from other suppliers is also okay for us. If you think investing money for this material is an investment, just type investment. If you think it is an expense, just type expense. Okay, I love to see your chat. Okay, if you think investing money for this component is as an investment, just type investment in the chat box. If you think that is an expense, just type expense in the chat box. I love to see your chat. Dr. Satinjarjit, thank you. I love to see your chat. If you think that investing money for the material is, I'm ready for the chat, okay, is okay. So investment, I see a lot of investment, okay. I see expense, a few are typing one very small categories, typing is expense, okay. So expense team is typing expense, okay. Expense, okay. Okay, so I would like to share you a simple quote, okay. So self-investment, okay, if you want to get a job, all you have to do is work on yourself, okay. You have to work on yourself. You have to spend money for your self-improvement. Self-investment is the best investment. If you want to make more money, then you have to invest on you. Okay, so that's the best investment you can do. The best investment you can do is investing on yourself. Okay, you are investing. If you take an audit, okay, if you take an audit, like you invest money for entertainment, you invest money for movies, like money for travel. Okay, you just purchase a bike or car. Okay, you spend money for snacks. Okay, all this like all this investment, all when you spend money for sorry, I won't say invest money. I spend when you spend money for entertainment. Sorry, there is a there is a mistake. When you spend money for entertainment, when you spend money for travel, when you spend money for snacks, okay. They will not they will not earn money, okay, or they will not multiply money. But when you invest on yourself, the money which you invest for yourself has the ability to create money or to generate money, okay. So when you learn a high income skills, okay, when you learn a high income skills, eventually you get into a high paying job, okay. So more you work on yourself, what the impact will be, okay. So if you want to grow or if you want to be more rich, then you have to invest on yourself, okay. You have to update you want to bring the better versions of you, okay. So if you got the awareness, just type awareness in the chat box. A for awareness in the chat box, okay. If you got that awareness, like investing on yourself is very, very important. If you got that awareness, just type awareness in the chat box. I love to see your chat, okay. Okay, so I could see a lot of questions like how much it costs. So you can purchase from anywhere. Like we are not recommending you to purchase from Pantech. You can purchase from anywhere, okay. But you need to do some investment for purchasing these materials. I'll tell you why, okay. If you got that awareness, just type awareness in the chat box, okay. Thank you, Shahil Kumar, thank you, and thank you, A for awareness, thank you, Shankar, thank you, Panindra, thank you, okay, Akash, thank you so much, thank you so much, okay. I want to see a lot of chats. I want to see more energy, okay. So come on, chat, okay. So you can read hundreds of books for swimming, okay, but you will never get guts unless you dive in and practice, okay. You can fill up whatever you want. You can read hundreds of books on embedded systems, but you'll never get guts unless you practice. Okay, unless you practice. So that's the reason I want you to purchase this hardware materials. Set up a lab. Okay, if you want to really, if you want to make your career on embedded system design. Okay, and you should have a lab at your home, and you have to practice on daily basis. Okay, so if you agree, just type A in the chat box. A for agree. Okay, if you agree with the statement, just type A. You can read hundreds of books, hundreds of videos on swimming, but you will never get guts unless you dive in and practice. The same thing applies for anything. Okay, if you want to master, if you master embedded system design, if you want to master artificial intelligence, you have to practice. The more you practice, the more you get better. Okay, only practice will make you perfect. Just type A for agree. Okay, I'll give a short introduction about Pantech and about me, and then we can go for the session. Okay. So Pantech was started in the year 2004. Like, we basically manufacture microcontroller boards, DSP boards, and FPGA boards. We do also manufacture a lot of lab equipments for electrical as well as for electronic engineering. If you want to know more about our products and services, just log on to our website pantechsolutions.net. Okay, our mission is to help 10 million students to learn the technology in an easy way, to help 1 lakh students to become studentpreneurs so that they can earn money while studying. Okay, so that's our mission. So about me, my name is M.K Jeevarajan. You can call me as Jeeva or M.K. Okay, so whatever you want, whatever you are comfortable with, but don't call me as sir. Okay, Jeeva sir, or call me as Jeeva, or call me as M.K. So I'm comfortable with that. Okay, so I have 18 plus years of experience. So in developing these development boards. Okay, so my primary expertise is on microcontrollers. I used to work on various microcontrollers and DSP processors and FPGAs, like a microcontroller architecture. I have worked on 8051 PIC, AV or ARM, and PSOC, and Blackfin Shock. Okay, and DSP architecture, I have worked on Sharp processors, TMS processors, text from Texas Instruments, and FPGA. I have worked both on Xilinx and Altita. Okay, so I have also worked on various image processing algorithms and deep learning algorithms. Okay, so I have lead the research and development team in Pantech, and I have built more than 300 plus products over the span of 18 years. Okay, and generated crores of revenue for my own company. And the BrainSense, a product called BrainSense, which was chosen by NASCOM as a top 5 innovation products in India in 2014. Okay, which acquires the EEG signal, and you can use it for analysis. Okay, so BrainSense is a product. It's a consumer grade EEG analyzer. Okay, so if you would like to connect with me, I have my LinkedIn link in the chat box. My team will post the LinkedIn link in the chat box. Please do send a connection request. I'm happy to connect and happy to help. Okay, so coming to the announcement, the attendance link will be available at the end of the session or at the mid of the session. Okay, so minimum attendance required to get a free certificate is 27 days. Okay, you may get a waiver for 1 or 2 days, but minimum you should have 27 days. And for internship candidates, no need to fill the attendance form. All you have to do is, after watching the video on the portal, just give complete and continue on the top. Okay, so those who are registered for the internship, your courses will be active from tomorrow. Since this course is not available previously, like it will be uploaded on daily basis on the portal. The presentations and the source code will be available on the portal, so you could download. Okay, for some classes I'll be using the recorded video streaming if I'm not able to present it on live. Okay, and videos will be removed from YouTube after 3 to 5 days, so you have to go through the video within 3 to 5 days. Okay, and be active on Facebook group. Okay, please do submit the assignments on Facebook group, because this session is not for us and this session is for you. Okay, it's not free for 1 day, it's free for 30 days. We are going to create a habit for you, so that you are unstoppable, so that you become unstoppable in achieving your goals. Okay, whatever it may be. Please do stay connected on the Facebook group. Okay, if this is clear, just type clear in the chat box. Okay, with you in the chat box. I'm waiting for the chat. Okay, I'm waiting for chat. So, are you ready? Just type RTL in the chat box. Are you ready to? Okay. So, I need your super focus. So, I need your super focus right now. just type RTL in the chat box, ready to learn. If you are ready to learn, just type RTL in the chat box. Okay, ready to learn. I need your super focus now. So let's start the session. Okay, let's start with the definition of embedded system. Okay, what is an embedded system? An embedded system, it's a combination of hardware and software with some mechanical part to perform a specific task. So that is called an embedded system. Okay, so if, for example, like printer is an embedded system, mouse is an embedded system. So any system which do a specific task, then it is called an embedded system. The hardware may be it may be a microcontroller board, or it may be a microprocessor board, or it can have a FPGA board. Okay, the software may be a simple while loop, it's called a super loop, or it may be an RTOS, real-time operating system. And the mechanical parts may be it may be like relays, or it may be the actuators, okay, or stepper motors, or any driver circuitry. Okay, so the combination of hardware and software with some mechanical parts to perform a specific task is called an embedded system. Okay, so desktop systems, the laptop is not an embedded system; they are general purpose machines. Okay, so you can type an example of embedded system. So in real time, you may be come across a lot of embedded systems in your life. So please do type that on the chat box. I would love to see your chat box. Okay, please do just type the embedded system which you have come across in your life. Just type in the chat box. Just type the embedded system which you have come across. Okay, calculator, okay, and washing machine, okay. Sheikh is telling washing machine. Mobile phone is the smartphones, or it's nowadays like it also does the general purpose machine. Okay, so washing machine, drone, fridge, okay, printer, calculator, car, AC, digital camera, pacemaker, great, pacemaker, okay, smartphone, okay, earphone, packing, okay, calculators, keyboards, okay, airbags, okay. So thank you so much. So is the definition of embedded system is clear for you? Just type clear in the chat box. Okay. If you want me to repeat, just type RPT in the chat box. Repeat in the chat box, if so that we can go for the next slide. I'm waiting for your chat. Just type clear. If the definition of embedded system design is clear, just type clear in the chat box. Okay. Roboticom Gateway O1. Thank you. CPU. ADAS. Thank you. All device. Okay. So thank you so much. Like if okay, thank you so much, Ibrahim. Thank you. Okay, let's go for the okay. So coming to the classification of embedded system. Okay, the first classification was a real-time embedded system. Okay, and you have the network embedded system and mobile embedded system. So the real-time embedded system means like system which completes the task within a specific time. It's not a real time. Like if the embedded system complete the task within a specific time, then it is called a real-time embedded system. Okay, there are two types are there. One is the hard real time, the other is soft real time. Okay, hard real time means missing a deadline. Okay, if the embedded system misses the deadline, it may cause an havoc or a catastrophe. Okay, that is called a hard real time. One example is nuclear reactor. Okay, and circuitry on aircrafts. Okay, so system on aircrafts. So all these are hard real time systems. Missing a deadline may cause an havoc or a catastrophe. So that is hard real time systems. Soft real-time system means missing a deadline may degrade the performance of the system. Okay, so example or game controllers. So that is example. So these are soft real-time systems. Okay, and you have network embedded system where one embedded system communicates with the other embedded system via any control area networks or through internet. Okay, or through local area networks. Okay, that is network embedded system. If you take networks inside the car has more than 50 plus microcontrollers. Okay. The sophisticated car has more than 50 plus microcontrollers on it. So that is a network embedded system where one microcontroller communicate with the other microcontrollers. Okay. The mobile embedded system, okay, which is a pacemaker, is a very good example for mobile embedded systems where it has to be operated for a long time. Okay, for 3 years or 4 years or 5 years or 6 years. Okay, so all these are mobile embedded systems. Okay, I just repeat, the classification of embedded system is real-time embedded system which completes a task within a specific time. So that is called a real-time systems. In real-time system, there are two categories. One is hard real-time, the other is soft real-time. Hard real-time, missing a deadline may cause an havoc or a catastrophe. Okay, that is hard real time. Example is nuclear reactor. And soft real time is missing a deadline. Airbag is also an example for hard real time. Okay, and soft real time missing a deadline may degrade the performance. That is game controllers. Okay, game controllers. So that is soft real time. So it may, you will get the poor performance, okay, in game. So network embedded system is one where one embedded system, one microcontroller used to communicate with the other microcontrollers, okay, for a purpose. So that is network embedded system. Mobile embedded system is where is standalone, where these embedded systems are standalone and which operates in battery for a long time. Okay, so that is mobile embedded system. Pacemaker is one good example for mobile embedded system. So is the classification of embedded system is clear? Just type clear in the chat box. If you want me to repeat the topic, just type repeat in the chat box. I'm waiting for your chat. Okay. If the classification of embedded system is clear, just type clear in the chat box. Okay. Thank you, Vanita. Thank you. Thank you. So Hari Prasad is asking, this class is useful for mechanical department. If you want to learn for mechatronics, if you want to use for mechatronics, then it will be useful for you. Okay. Okay, so thank you so much. Thank you so much. Let's go for the next slide. Okay, Siddiq is asking for repeat. Siddiq, like, please do watch this because we have very less number of time. So I'll go for the next slide. You please do watch this video. It will be available on YouTube for 3 days. Okay. So the types of processors and controllers. The types of processors and controllers for embedded system. Okay, so the types of there are a lot of different types of processors and controllers for an embedded system. We are going to cover up much more detail on this topic tomorrow, like how to choose the right processor. But I will give you an overview of the different types of processors and controllers available in the market, right? So we have microprocessors, we have microcontrollers. 8085 is one good example for microprocessor. For microcontroller is 8051, okay, and we have digital signal processors and digital signal controllers. Okay, one example for digital signal processor is TMS320C6000 series, which is a floating point DSP, which can be used for image and audio applications. Okay, whereas C2000 series, the digital signal controllers, is used for implementing algorithms for motor controls. If you want to implement a BLDC motor control or PMSM motor control or SRM motor control, so you can use digital signal controllers. Okay, like TMS320C2000 series from Texas Instruments is one example for digital signal controllers. And CPLD is an FPGA, complex programmable logical devices, and you have field programmable gate arrays. I'll be covering up much more detail what is CPLD, what is FPGA in tomorrow class. So please don't worry about this. To know the difference between microprocessor and microcontroller and DSPs, that will be covering up in the tomorrow class tomorrow. Okay, so CPLD in FPGA, you have Xilinx, Cool Runner, and Zinc is one example for an FPGA, and you have ASIC, application specific integrated circuits. These are integrated circuits which is manufactured only for the specific application. Okay, so one example is Intel Movidius chip. That is one example for ASIC module. And you have TGAM, which we use on our BrainSense headband. Like TGAM stands for Thin Gear ASIC module. It's from a company called NeuroSky. Okay, so that is an ASIC module. And system on chip, SoC. Okay, is ESP32 module, has SoC, system on chip, where you have multiple core on a single package. Okay, so ESP32 has dual core processor. So TI OMAP has, like, it's a dual core. Okay, ESP32 is symmetric core. It means both the core are same, identical. If you have different cores, then it is asymmetric multiprocessor. So TI OMAP has ARM core and DSP core. Okay, so we'll be covering up much more detail about the system on chip and the ASIC and the CPLD and DSPs and microprocessor in the tomorrow session. Please don't worry about this. But to have an idea, like what processors and controller you can use in embedded systems. So these are the processors where you can have a choice to choose this one to implement the embedded systems. Okay, so if you're super clear with this with this topic, just type super clear in the chat box. Okay. If you're clear with this, just type super clear in the chat box. Okay, I need more energy. Like, please do be active in the chat box so that I would like to see a lot of chats there. Just type super clear in the chat box if this slide is okay. Types of processors and controllers for embedded system is, if that is okay. Super clear. Enoj, thank you, and Rahul, thank you. Gautam Verma, thank you. And Sridhar, thank you. Ishwar, thank you. Dhanlakshmi, thank you. Ram, thank you. Okay. Ram, thank you. And Anup, thank you. Okay. Arjay, thank you. Okay. Okay. So the programming language, coming to the programming language, you can choose for embedded systems, like you can use ASM language, you can use C language, you can use mixed C and ASM. There are most of the compilers will support both C and assembly. You can, on the same project file, you can also have the assembly code and C language. You can use mixed C and assembly language. Okay, so assembly language, like it was not used nowadays, but if you want to optimize the code, the best version, the best possibility is on ASM language. Okay, and you can use Python, and you can use hardware description language, and you can also use graphical programming or visual programming language. One example for graphical programming is MATLAB. It's a company called MathWorks. They have a tool called MATLAB where you have Simulink block sets. So no need to write the program in C language or ASM language. Just drag and drop the block sets, connect the block sets, and they have GPU coders or the target processor. They have the target corresponding coders for this. You can choose the coder and you can generate the codes for the target processor. Okay, and you can directly download the codes without even writing a single line of code. Okay, so that is graphical programming or a visual programming language. Okay, so even LabVIEW supports graphical programming. So no need to write the program in C or ASM language. Just drag and drop the block sets, connect the block sets, configure the block sets, and generate the code and download the code to the target processor. So that is graphical programming. So MATLAB supports graphical programming, and LabVIEW also supports graphical programming. And there are a lot of tools available for Arduino for visual programming language for kids. Okay, so so these are the programming language for embedded systems. If it is clear, just type clear in the chat box. If it is clear, if this slide is clear for you, just type clear in the chat box. I'm ready for a chat. Okay, just type clear in the chat box. SoC stands for system on chip. Okay. Hari Prasad is asking SoC. The full form of SoC is system on chip. I'll be covering up in detail tomorrow. Okay. And SOM stands for system on modules. Okay, so thank you so much. Thank you so much. Okay, thank you so much. Thanks for Gautam Verma. Thank you for the fire emoji. Okay, thank you for your fire emoji. Thank you so much. Okay, so coming to the peripherals in microcontroller, DSPs and FPGAs. Okay, so what are the peripherals available on microcontroller? So when you take a microcontroller and if you go through the pin details and pin descriptions, every pin falls under any one of the category of the peripherals. Okay, you will be having VCC pin and ground pin, and you will be having the clock pins to give the clock power supply, and you have the reset circuitry, reset pin for giving reset input. And apart from this, you'll be having these peripherals. Okay, so GPIO stands for general purpose input and output, and UART stands for universal asynchronous receiver and transmitter, which is used for serial communication to communicate with other microcontroller or to other devices, to sensors. And you have serial peripheral interface, SPI for protocol, so communication, and I2C is also communication. So the white color represents, we'll be covering up all those peripherals in this curriculum, and the yellow color represents it's not covered up in this curriculum. Okay, so ADC and DAC, analog to digital converter and digital to analog converter, to interface the analog sensors directly to the microcontroller. Okay, so by using this I2C and SPI, you can communicate with the SPI based memory or SPI based sensors or devices. Okay, so I2C usually communicates on by using 2 lines, whereas SPI communicates by using 4 lines, which is extended more by whenever you add some more devices to the network. So we'll be covering up much more detail when we go into the specific session, like on SPI session or I2C session. We'll be going and we'll be covering in terms of timing diagrams, and we'll be writing the code from scratch. Okay, so memories to interfacing with like SDRAM memory and flash memory. SDRAM is volatile memory, and flash is non-volatile. So the memory, the content of the memory will be there even if when you power off and when you power on. Okay, even after reset. Okay, and control area networks and LIN both are for automotive infotainment. Okay, and Ethernet is for local area network, and USB for RTC for real-time clock, and USB for use to connect for USB memory or USB devices, USB based devices. Okay, universal synchronous bus, and HDMI stands for high definition multimedia interface, to connect with the HDMI TFT display or any HDMI devices, and VGA is also its monitor, video graphics adapter for monitor, and you have interrupts, pulse width modulation for used for specifically used for motor controls, and interrupts to provide interrupts, okay, to provide interrupts to the microcontrollers, and DMA, direct memory access, and timers. So these are the peripherals. But when you go for a DSP processor, there may be some peripherals which is not covered in this topic, but these are the peripherals which is widely used. Okay, but apart from this, there are also peripherals. Okay, so to sum up, if you know how to write program for each and every peripheral, then you are done. You are done with embedded system design. Okay, so you will definitely you can become as a master when you cover up all those peripherals. When you write the driver file for this peripherals, then you are done. Okay, so if you're clear with this topic, if you're clear with this presentation of peripherals, like just type clear in the chat box. Okay, if you are clear with the peripherals, just type clear in the chat box. I'd love to see your chat. Just type clear in the chat box if you are Hari Prasad, like we will have a Tamil session later. Like this session is for it's on English, as we have the international audience also. Okay. Okay, so thank you, Dev Govind, thank you, Ram Shiva, thank you, and Mukesh, thank you, Rahul, thank you, and Sachin, thank you. Okay, so thank you so much. We'll be learning C language. Okay, we'll be learning C language throughout this session. Okay, we'll be using C language. Okay, so the list of companies dominating the processor manufacturing are the general GPU like Intel, Samsung, and AMD. These are all the Apple. These are all the manufacturers. Like in terms of GPU, when you go for a GPU, NVIDIA plays the major role, and AMD and Broadcom. Okay, Broadcom, and TPU for tensor processing units, especially for machine learning, to running machine learning on the embedded systems. They use TPUs like Google, Coral, and Halo. And GPU stands for graphic processing unit, which is used for multimedia rendering as well as for deep learning applications. So whenever you want to run a deep learning applications, like you can use a GPU. GPU cannot be used standalone. You have to use along with a CPU. Okay, and for embedded CPU, the dominant manufacturers are Texas Instruments, Analog Devices, ST Microelectronics, Microchip, Cypress. Okay, there are a lot more manufacturers are there. If you want to know more about, if you want to know the detail, more manufacturers, you please visit a website called digikey.in. Okay, digikey.in. I'll share you the websites on the Facebook group, digikey.in, where you can type the core, processor core, and you can check who are the manufacturers for the core. Like if you for example, if you want 8051 based manufacturers, you can type 8051 on digikey.in or digikey.com. Okay, where DigiKey is a supplier. Basically, they are a supplier, but they have access to the data sheets and they access to all kind of almost 99% of the manufacturers in the world. Okay, so if you want to know more manufacturers, just type DigiKey in the DigiKey website. Just go for the DigiKey website and search. Okay. So list of companies dominating the processor core. If you take 8051, the core is from Intel. The core means like the ALU unit. Okay, so the design of ALU unit and the peripherals. Okay, so that is the core. Okay, so in 8051 core was designed by Intel, and the other companies, they purchased their license from the Intel, and they used to manufacture their own integrated circuits, their own microcontrollers. They come up with their own peripherals. Okay, if you take ARM. ARM, the company ARM has a lot of license. ARM core, like they have ARM Cortex M4, ARM Cortex M4, M1, ARM Cortex M1, M2, M3. Okay, they do not manufacture any microcontrollers. So the manufacturer company like Texas Instruments, ST Microelectronics, they purchase this core, and they manufacture the microcontrollers. They have their own peripherals on the onboard microcontrollers, and they used to manufacture. Okay, so Microchip, they have peripheral interrupt controller. They have their own core called peripheral interrupt controller, and like ESP32, the core is based on the company called Tensilica, like or Cadence Design Systems. Okay, so these are the processor core. So the list of companies which is dominating the processor, but ARM plays a major role. Almost 60% of the market share or 70% of the market share was with ARM core. Okay, so ARM core, and they like Apple has M10 and Ryzen, like if you take AMD, they have even 64 core, okay, 64 core processor. So the core, you can have a single core processor, dual core processor, quad core processor. Okay, you can have multiple cores. More the number of cores you have the ability of parallel processing. Okay, parallel processing on this. So is this slide is clear for you? Just type clear in the chat box. Is the slide is clear for you? Just type clear in the chat box. Give me a thumbs up. Okay, give me a thumbs up. Is that slide is clear for you? The processor core. I'm waiting for a chat. So TPU stands for tensor processing units. Okay, TPU stands for. So give me a thumbs up. Thank you so much. Thank you, Siddiq. Thank you, and Enoch, thank you. Sorry if I have pronounced your name wrongly. Okay, thank you so much. Gautam Verma, thank you so much. Okay, let's go for the next slide. Okay, so application of embedded system design, it's wide. Like wherever you see electronics, you can see embedded system design. Okay, you can implement artificial intelligence on embedded system design. You can implement Internet of Things on embedded system design. Okay, so you can use it for aerospace. You can use for automotive infotainment. If you take car, the sophisticated car they have a lot of embedded systems in it. Smart home, you have industrial 4.0 automation, robotics, communication, audio, video, and medical imaging. Okay, so learning embedded system is a high income skills. Okay, if you can make a lot of money if you learn this skill. Along with artificial intelligence, along with Internet of Things. Okay, when you learn embedded system design, you also cover up the artificial intelligence. You also cover up the Internet of Things. Definitely, like this is a high paying. You can get a high paying job in embedded system design. Okay. So if you like this type of engagement, okay, if you like this type of engagement, if you like this type of way of teaching, just type super engaging in the chat box. Okay, I love to see your chat. Okay, with fire emojis, super engaging with fire emojis. If you like this type of teaching, if you like this type of engagement, just type super engagement with the fire emoji in the chat box. I love to see your chat. So we'll be covering up the processors like TPU, what is GPU is tomorrow. So please don't worry about this. Super engaging, just type super engaging in the chat box if you like this session. Okay. Super engaging with a fire emoji. I'm ready for a chat. So thank you. Taiwo, thank you. Okay. Taiwo, thank you so much. Okay. Thank you so much. So how to convert an idea to a prototype? Okay. So the first thing is you have to choose the right processor. Okay. See, you can in case if you work for a company, like you get a customer requirement specification. Okay, instead of an idea, the customer will provide you a requirement specification because they already have an idea of where they will have where they solve some problems. Okay, the first thing is you'll get a customer requirement specification. Okay, once you get the customer requirement specification, you need to create two documents. One is the hardware requirement specification, the other is the software requirement specification. Okay, the hardware requirement specification will give you the details about the hardware what you need. Okay, and the software specification requirement specification will give you the type of software what you need. Okay, for the product. So the first thing is to choose the right processor. You have to choose whether you want a microprocessor or whether you want microcontroller, or what kind of microcontroller you want, what kind of on-chip peripherals you need it on chip. Okay, on the chip, and whether you need a DSP processor, whether you need a FPGA. That you have to choose. Choosing the right processor. We'll be covering up how to choose the right processor. We'll be covering up in much more detail in the tomorrow's class. But the first step is choose the right processor. The second step is choose the development tool. Okay, how to choose the IDE, what kind of IDE, what is the language which you're going to choose. Okay, if you're going to implement any artificial intelligence algorithm, you have the model, whether the model will fit on the microcontroller or the DSP processor. Okay, does the application needs an RTOS, or real-time operating system, or you can have a super loop. Okay, super loop is nothing but a simple while loop. Okay, just type super loop in the chat box. just type super loop. Super loop means a simple while loop. Okay, most of the embedded systems has a simple while loop. Putting a simple while loop inside a main program is called a super loop. Okay, super loop. So does the application needs an autos, or you can have a super loop? So just type super loop in the chat box. Okay, then you have to choose your package. You have to choose your package because each package will decide the production tool. Like if you choose a BGA, a ball grid arrays, IC with a ball grid array package, then you need a stencil for that. Okay, and you need a oven for mounting that IC. If you need a quad flat package, then you need a soldering station for that. If you choose a dip package, then it can be done on a soldering iron. Okay, so you have to choose the right package and choose the right production tool. Then you have to draw the schematics. Okay, once you choose the processor, once you choose the development tool, then the next thing is to bringing up the schematics. Okay, schematics to the software. You collect the data sheets, make the schematics. Okay, and for making the schematics, you can use any softwares. Okay, like you can use Cadence, Allegro, or you can use Altium Designer, or you can use SkyCAD, or you can use any open source. Okay, Paths Designer. So bring the schematics to the software. Once you make the schematics, then you have to consider the design for manufacturing and design for testability. Okay, you have to process the design based on DFT and DFM techniques. Okay, then do the layout process. Finally, you manufacture the PCB, assemble the PCB, and debug and test the PCB. Okay, then you have to go for once you make the PCB, then you can go for the enclosure design, or once you finalize the enclosure, then you can make the PCB according to the enclosure. Okay, where you want to put the screws, mounting screws, and everything. Then plan for certification. Okay, especially if you want to sell the product on US market or UK market, you need to get a CE certificate or FCC certified. Your product should be FCC certified or CE certified. Okay, you plan for the certification. Especially if you manufacture for the military, you have to follow the MIL standards. Okay, MIL standards, and you need to get certification on EMI and EMC issues. Okay, so finally, once the prototype is ready, then you can design the test jig which is used for mass production. Okay, for example, if you want to manufacture 1,000 products, and if you want to test it on one single day, then you can use jig, where you will be having test codes and test points, and you download the test codes directly. This is how the mobile is manufactured. When you go for a mobile manufacturing factory, you can see zig, test zig, so that even if they don't know about what is inside, they can test this board and they can solve the problem which is arise due to the production issues. Okay, so these are the steps to convert an idea to prototype. Okay, or to manufacture a product. You have to start from choosing the right processor, choose the development tool, decide whether your application needs an RTOS or a simple super loop. Okay, choose your package and the production tool, draw the schematics, consider DFT and DFM techniques, do the layout design, assemble the board, manufacture PCB, assemble, debug, and test. Okay, and enclosure design, go for enclosure design and plan for certification, and finally design the test jig for mass production. Okay, if this slide is clear for you, just type clear in the chat box. Okay, just type super clear in the chat box. If the slide is clear for you, just type super clear in the chat box. Hari Naidu, like the difference between embedded system and VLSI, I'll be explaining in much more detail tomorrow session. Okay, tomorrow session we are going to cover up the difference between microprocessors, microcontroller, DSPs, FPGAs, CPLDs. Okay, that will be covered up in the tomorrow session. So, please don't worry about that. Okay, so please do. Okay, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you, Naveen. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. So the difference between Okay. So thank you so much. So this is an example for embedded development life cycle. Okay, where you have the hardware part and the software part. The software part, the first thing you need to choose the compiler and choose the RTOS, networking protocols you require, whether you want CAN or LIN or Ethernet or what kind of networking protocols, communication protocol you want, everything you just put, and Java support and graphics supports. Okay, and what kind of project code and project code management tool you want. So everything. You just choose, and parallelly you have to go for the hardware part. Okay, hardware part, choose the processor and bring up the hardware and assemble the hardware and test the hardware, and finally you just integrate both the hardware as well as software. Okay, integrate hardware and software and just do the real-time system analysis. Okay, there are three main tests you have to do in this. Like the first thing is you have to go for CPU profiling. Okay, such a way you optimize the code, optimize the size of the code as well as the speed of the code, and you have to do the in-field debugging. Okay, in-field debugging is deploying the product on the field and just debug the product. Okay, debug the product. That's very, very important. The second thing is, especially when you design a hard real-time systems. Okay, hard real-time systems, you need to do a post-mortem debug. When an issue occurs, you need to do a post-mortem debug, and you have to redesign and you have to include that in the design again. This is mostly the post-mortem debug. If you check, the post-mortem debug was widely used on aircraft crash investigation. Whenever an aircraft crashes, they used to do a post-mortem debug analysis, like what is the crash, what is the cause behind the crash. Okay, and they used to change the and they used to improve their systems so that to prevent the next crash. Okay, so especially when you deal with hard real-time systems, you should have a post-mortem debug. Okay, you should have a post-mortem debug, and in-field debugging is also absolutely necessary whenever you design an embedded system design. Okay, so these are the things. These are the embedded development life cycle. Okay, so just to recap, so today we have covered up what is an embedded system. Okay, and we are like the definition of embedded system, the difference between a desktop and embedded systems. And then we have covered up the types of embedded systems. Okay, types of embedded systems, like real-time embedded systems, mobile embedded systems, and network embedded systems, and types of processors and controllers used on embedded systems. Okay, like microprocessors, microcontrollers, DSPs, and FPGAs, and programming language like C language, ASM language, mixed C and ASM, Python. Okay, hard description language, and HTML language, and visual programming and graphical programming. We have caught up and list of companies manufacturing the processor. Okay, Texas Instruments on GPUs and TPUs and on GPUs. Okay, and CPUs. We have caught up list of companies designing the processor core. Okay, like 8051 core, Arm core. So Microblaze is a core. Okay, ESP32. They have the core is based on 10 silica core. So the list of companies designing the processor core. And we have caught up the applications of ESD, embedded system design, and how to convert an idea to a prototype, and embedded development lifecycle. Okay, so these are the things which we have caught up so far. So just type super clear in the chat box. So I need a permission. Just type P for permission to explain the difference between internship and the webinar. Okay, just type P for permission. I'm ready for chat. Okay, is that clear? Is that clear? Is today's session is clear for you? Just type super clear in the chat box. I need your permission I'll take 5 minutes of time to give the difference between the internship and the webinar series. Okay, 30-day challenge. After that, we'll be having a mindset activity. Like I will give you like what is the mindset lesson today, mindset lesson and the mindset activity for today. Please do post the mindset activity from tomorrow onwards. Definitely the 30th day you will be the I'm sure that you have the better version of yourself. Okay, just type P for permission in the chat box. Just type P for permission in the chat box. Thank you Sayed, thank you, and Peyash, thank you, super clear, thank you. Okay, so thank you so much. Okay, so the difference between YouTube and internship, like it's free for the YouTube webinar is free for 30 days. Okay, so whereas the internship will cost you like $999 rupees. It comes around like I think it must be around $13 to $12 if you are from the other countries. Okay, so the platform is on YouTube for YouTube webinar, whereas for internship it is on LMS portal where you can watch the video at any time. Okay, on your mobile phone or your or anytime you want. Okay, so on YouTube the videos will be removed after 3 to 5 days, so you have to watch this video within 3 to 5 days. Okay, so the recordings will not be available like after 3 to 5 days. We have left for 3 to 5 days for recap. So if you want to watch the video, please do watch the videos on 3 to 5 days. But everything will be very clear, like the source code and everything will be very clear for you on the, so that you can, on following the topic, on following the source codes on the screen, you will be able to reproduce the same thing. Okay, there is nothing hidden on it. So PPT, I'll be sharing the PPT as a PDF format on Facebook group, even for free. Okay, for the internship, you will get the PPT format, like sorry, PDF format. You can download the PPT, and you will also get the source code, which is not available for the webinar. And whereas internship, you have an option to download the source code for each and every peripherals and for project. Okay, so Q&A is on live, and whereas Q&A you have the forum there, community you have the forum. The other option is the community. Okay, so we have a Warriors Way community where we coach on mindset, where we coach on skill set, and where we coach on the um, other master classes and other hackathons. Okay, so like artificial intelligence, we coach on artificial intelligence, we coach on machine learning, we coach on PCB design. Okay, so it's free to attend. The community is free to attend. So the only thing is you will not get the recordings, but you are free to attend. It will be on Zoom platform, so you will have communication. Okay, you can communicate with us. And bonus live session, you have hackathon session, which is for 3 hours. For mostly we'll be conducting 2 or 3 hackathons on every month. Hackathons on entrepreneurship, hackathons on the skill set. Like in entrepreneurship, we'll be covering up how to open a YouTube channel, how to create and run a YouTube channel, how to run Facebook ads, how to run YouTube ads, and how to make money through affiliate marketing. Okay, so the intention of the program is to create studentpreneurs so that student can earn money. Okay, all these programs are free to attend on the hackathon and on the internship program. Okay, so the price is 999 rupees. Okay, so you will get a webinar certificate if you attend the program for 27 days or 25 days. You may get a webinar for 2 days. So if you have the attendance for 25 days, you will get the webinar certificate. Okay, whereas in internship, you'll get the internship certificate. The price is 999 rupees. Okay, for a single course. Okay, so you will get a personal access, personal login and password, so where you can watch the video at any point of time. Once you complete the course on the portal, the certificate will be auto generated, okay, inside the portal itself. Okay, and you can watch it on mobile phone. You can learn on the go on your mobile phone. And do you want more? Like, just type more in the chat box. If you want more, just type more in the chat box. I would like to see your chat. If you want more, just type, because a lot of people has enrolled for internship, and those who have enrolled for internship, your accounts will be activated from tomorrow. Okay, if you want more, just type more in the chat box. Okay, just type more in the chat box. I love to see your chat. Okay, because we have a lot of people's enrolled for this single course internship. Okay, so the attendance will be available at the end of the session. Within 5 to 10 minutes of time, I will post attendance. Okay, just type more in the chat box. I'm looking for more. Thank you, SK editor. Thank you, Takshit. Thank you. Okay. So we are going to give those who are enrolling for internship, we are going to give a Embedded C masterclass series. Okay, so where we will be covering up on the Embedded C. Let me show you like what are the things which we are covering up, like introduction to Embedded C language. If you don't know the C language and Embedded C language, you can start with basics. Like understanding microcontroller programming and what is address variable and storage classes, and how to write your own functions on C language, and building process and analyzing embedded C code, floating point data on scanf. Okay, and what is pointers, how to use pointers, and what is the purpose of stdin.h, and what is operators, what is decision taking statements, loops and structures, typedef, how to use typedef and arrays and type qualifiers, strings, how to blink an LED, bitwise operator, how to use bitwise operators, and how to use structures and bit fields, structures and unions. Okay, all these keypad interfacing, UART programming, all these are for 30 days. Okay, so this UART programming, so and SPI interface, so all these are for 30 days, and we have so that will be included. Okay, so you also get this embedded system Arm Cortex M4 masterclass series for 30 days, and you also get Arduino masterclass. Okay, so you will also get Arduino masterclass. I'll show you like what are the things which we have covered up in Arduino masterclass. Like it's a 30-day series, like installation of softwares and libraries, basic embedded applications. Okay, rat trap design using analog I/O and mobile control, light and Bluetooth, LCD interface, and RFID based authentication, motion detection. Okay, and temperature monitoring systems, and TFT display, DC motor speed control, voice controlled robot, obstacle avoidance robot, radar using ultrasonic, okay, and brain controlled robot, and how to implement brain control robot, and distance measurement using ultrasonic sensor, water level detection. So it comes with the source code and the explanation of the source code, and water quality measurement, and water flow detection, and keypad with Arduino, LCD interface, 7-segment interface, and servo motor interface, stepper motor interface, a power monitoring system, an industrial monitoring system using IoT, an audio speaker, and Li-Fi. Okay, so all these are Li-Fi based data transmission is a project. It's a project. So industrial monitoring system using IoT technology is also a project. Okay, so which comes with the source code and which comes with the explanations. Okay, so that is also included. And you also get, if you want to design your own 851 board, okay, if you want to design your own 851 board, we have how to design your own 80, that is also included, like using Cadence and Allegro software, like how to schematic capture design, design a simple schematic from scratch, how to design a PCB footprints, okay, component placement, introduction to 851 board design, 851 schematic library creation, and data and layout design, routing and jailbreak creations. Okay, so this is a 12-day challenge. How to design your own 851 board. Okay, and so all these 4 things are included. So if you want more than this, just type more the chat box. Okay, I would like to see your chat. If you want more, just type more in the chat box. Okay, more in the chat box. So the attendance will be issued within 5 minutes of time. Please do wait for the attendance. Okay, if you want more, just type more in the chat box. Okay, so everything comes under lifetime access. Okay, so so we have a private social network access. That's what I'll show you, the hub, like where I'll show you the private network. Okay, so where we have a lot of events conducted on the social network, like once you can get access to lifetime. Okay, so if you check out the past events, like we have conducted sessions on like a project on natural language processing, project on deep learning, how to make money through affiliate marketing, how to generate, how to design FPGA board, machine learning and YOLO object recognition, how to create Google ads and YouTube ads, how to design FPGA board, projects on unsupervised learning. This is part 2. Still it's processing, like part 1, part 2, and part 3. Project on supervised learning, how to create Facebook ads, how to design 2-layer PCB hackathon. Okay, so these are all the previous connector sessions, like chatbot creation, Python for data science, how to, all these are on Zoom platform, which is for 2 to 3 hours of time. Okay, 3 hours PCB hackathon session, how to create payment gateways, how to sell any products free, funnel building. What is funnel building? So this is for entrepreneurs. If you want to become as an entrepreneur, we will share you what are the things what we learn on the 18+ years. Okay, so how to make money, how to build and launch your own website, affiliate program hackathon, like creating using Canva, how to design 851 board. Okay, so these are the previous, like LinkedIn mastery. Okay, so these are the sessions which we conducted previously. So the upcoming sessions will be listed here. Okay, the upcoming sessions, the events will be updated. So that will be listed here. So okay, so this actual value is 999. That is also free for you. Okay, so you will connect with 1,000+ active members. Currently there are nearly around 4,000 members, active members are there. Apart from this, you also have weekly mastermind sessions. Okay, and you have inner circle calls, and so you have embedded C programming masterclass, Arm Cortex M4 programming masterclass, and Arduino masterclass, and how to design your own microcontroller board. Okay, along with the mastermind, this all comes around, like the total price is 15,495, but the offer is going to be like 999 plus GST. Okay, so the price is 999 plus GST. Those who enroll for the yearly bird for 999 rupees, you get the early bird offer. You get all the 4 courses. Okay, please do check the login tomorrow. You will get an email tomorrow from the team. So you'll get all the 4 courses and the login for the community access. Okay, so it's lifetime validity. And this validity is only for 30 minutes. Okay, I'm going to set the timer. So before I issue this, issue the attendance certificate, I'm just going to set the timer for the okay, set the timer for the offer. It's only for 30 minutes. After that, I will close the offer. Okay, So you will get only one course for 999 rupees. If you purchase within 30 minutes, you will get 4 courses for 999 rupees. So we have like 33,000 customers, 32,450 customers out of this. Like we got Google review for 4.7 with 12,310 reviews on Google reviews. Okay, 4.7 star ratings. So if you check out the number of users, it's 33,000. Okay, 32,000. So this limited time offer is available. So for action takers, you can take it now. So this is what you get. I'll summarize what you get. You get 100 days of learning, and you can how to design your own microcontroller board. Okay, how to design your own 2-layer microcontroller board, and lifetime community access, and entrepreneurs coaching on Warriors Way Hub, and 4 internship certificates. Okay, and you get hackathon every week on Zoom platform, and VIP Telegram group, and 500 plus embroidery interview questions that will be available during the end of the challenge. I'll be updating the embroidery interview questions during the challenge, and once before this challenge ends, you'll be having 500 plus embroidery interview questions on this. Okay, so this is available for only for 999 rupees plus GST. It's a lifetime validity. Okay, if you love this offer, just type "I love this offer" in the chat box. I ask my team to post the before I go for mindset lesson. I will ask my team to post the attendance form after the mindset lesson. Okay, let's go for if you love this offer, just type "love this offer" in the chat box. I would like to see your chat. Okay, love this offer, just type "love this offer" in the chat box. Okay, this is available only for 30 minutes. Let me check whether it is configured. Okay, it's 30 minutes. So let's go for the mindset lesson. So once after this mindset lesson, let's go for the Q&A session. Okay, so today mindset lesson is about having a definite goal. Okay, you should have a definite goal. So how many of them have the habit of writing the goal on a notebook? Just type "me" in the chat box. I'm looking for a chat. Okay, I'm ready for a chat. Just type "me" in the chat box. How many of them are writing the goal? Once the mindset lesson ends, I will post the certificate. I will post the attendance link. Okay, please do wait for 5 minutes. I want to share that on mindset lesson for you. This is very, very important, because mindset is accountable for 80% of your success. Okay, trust me, you will be a different person after 30 days. I will guarantee you. You follow me the steps what I'm telling. Okay, I will guarantee you that you will be a different person after 30 days. Okay, so please do join the Facebook group. Okay, how many of them have a lot? I see a lot of people just typing "me" in the chat box. Okay, if you have not written, just type "not yet" in the chat box. I want to see anyone who has not written the goal. Okay, who was not having the habit of writing the goal. Okay, just type "not yet" in the chat box. It's not. I have not written the goal yet. Just type "not yet." Okay, "not yet" in the chat box. Not yet. Or NYT. Okay, some Renata is telling no. Okay, thank you for your honesty. Okay, so you should have a definite goal first. Okay, the goal should be, you should have a deadline. You may have a short-term goal or long-term goal, that doesn't matter, but you should have the habit of writing goal on a daily basis. That's very, very important. Okay, before you go to the bed, once you get on the bed, you have the habit of writing the goal with a deadline. Okay, that's very important. Out of 10 goals, you should choose one goal which is the wild important goal. Okay, it's called big wild important goal. Okay, you have to apply the Pareto rule on these goals. Okay, so if you know Pareto, if you don't know Pareto, what is Pareto rule? The 80-20 rule. Just type "I don't know" in the chat box. Okay, I don't know in the chat box. I don't know in the chat box. 80-20 rule. Okay, 80-20 rule. Just type if you don't know the 80-20 rule. Okay. So GST is for India. Dyntronics GST is for India. It's a tax. Okay. General sales tax. Okay. Okay. So you have to apply the 80-20 rule. The 80-20 rule states that, okay, if you take 10 goals, only 2 goals will be responsible, or 1 goal will be responsible for your 80% of your success. That goal is called the wild important goal. Okay, you have to focus only on that wild important goal. By achieving that goal, you will get 80% of your success. Okay. Okay. If you are you aware of is that clear? Is world important goal is clear for you? If you write the goals, okay, if you when you write 10 or 10, when you write goals like long term goal or short term goal, 5 goals or 10 goals, you have to choose one goal which is called world important goal. Okay, the world important goal means by achieving the goal that should give you 80% of your success. That is called world important goal. Just type WIG in the chat box. World important goal. Okay, just type WIG, world important goal in the chat box. I would like to see your chat. Okay, I would like to see your chat. Just type world important goal. Okay, big. Okay. Okay, wild important goal. Okay, so I'll just repeat what is wild important goal here. Okay, if you can write 5 goals or 10 goals, that is not a problem. But once you write, you have to choose one wild important goal. Okay, so which is accountable for 80% of success. Okay, the goal may be you want to earn more money, or you want to you want to live a lifestyle. What kind of home you want to live, and what kind of car you would like to drive. It could be of anything, but put it on the paper first. Okay, you have to put it on the paper, and you have to laminate the goal card. I'll show you. I'll, if possible, I will put a photocopy of my goal card on the Facebook group. Okay, you have the goal card laminated with you and keep it in your wallet, so you should be able to see the card whenever you want. Okay, so do that. Have a goal card. So here is the activity, here is the mindset activity. Okay, so if you write the goals, if you write down your goal, top 10 goals, okay, you'll get 1 mark. Okay, you have to do this activity for all 30 days. Okay, just type I commit 100% in the chat box. Okay, just type I commit 100% in the chat box. I will uh, I would like to see your chat. Okay, I commit 100% in the chat box. I commit 100% in the chat box. I would like to okay. Okay, just type I commit 100% in the chat box. Okay, I'm looking for a chat. Thank you, Pradeep. Thank you. Thank you, Pradeep Chakravarti. Thank you so much. I'm seeing you after a long time. Thank you so much. Okay. Okay. So, thank you. I see a lot of people just commit 100%. Okay. Just give me a moment. Okay. So, write down your top 10 goals. Okay. You get 1 mark on daily basis. Before you go to bed, once you wake up, you have to write your goals on a spiral bending notebook. Purchase a spiral bending notebook for that. Okay, write down your top 10 ideas to achieve the goal. Get 1 mark for that. Okay, 30 minutes of workout. It may be a simple walk. It may be on the morning or in the evening. Okay, but it should be a fast walk. Like how to walk fast with 5,000 to 7,000 steps a day. If you could measure, you can measure with your mobile phones. Okay, if you have any app for measuring that total number of steps, or if you have any wearables, that's good. 30 minutes for workout. Okay, if you do 30 minutes for workout, you get 2 marks. Okay, 15 minutes to meditate, you get 2 marks. Okay, and 10 minutes to visualize of achieving the goal. I'm sorry, I have written wrongly. Like you have to visualize such a way that you have already achieved the goals. Okay, that's for 10 minutes, you get 1 mark. And 10 minutes to focus on the day plan. Okay, you have to focus on your day plan. What is the plan today? What is the day plan today? So the day plan should have the high priority things, not the low priority things. You should have the high priority things. What are the activity which you will do to achieve the goal? Okay, for example, if you want to earn rupees 1 crore a month, what is the activity you will do for achieving that 1 crore? So that activity should be there. Okay, if you want to get a job, a high paying job, what is the activity? Just check for mentors, check what other people are doing, how they are getting a high paying job, and you try to model them. Okay, you try to model them. So 10 minutes to focus on the day plan, that's you'll get 1 mark. Okay, 2 hours for learning and take notes. Okay, that's 2 mark. Okay, so you should evaluate yourself and you should post your marks on the Facebook group for 30 days. Okay, even if you don't have a live session, if you don't have the session like the skill set session, you have to post this activity on a then you have to post the numbers. Okay, I'm sure that the Facebook group is there in the presentation. I will also ask my team to put it on the chat box. Please do join the group. Okay, and you post it on 10, but on daily basis you do it. Those who show up on a daily basis continuously for 30 days, I'm going to give you a gift. Okay, I'm going to, if I find a lot of peoples on this, then I'm going to choose randomly for at least 3 or 5 peoples from them, and I'm going to give a amazing gift for you. Okay, so this time you are going to get a big gift. Okay, not a pen drive, it's much more bigger than that. Okay, so to show up on a daily basis and show up your marks. Okay, trust me, you do the exercise for 30 days, you will see a better version of you. Okay, you will see a better version of you. So you have a lot of confidence, and you have when you work on yourself, people will respect you. Okay, people will respect, and you will attract the right opportunity, and you will attract the right people, and you will attract the success. Okay, hard work alone will not get success. Okay, you have to attract the right person, you have to attract success. Okay, so in order to attract, you should be on the you should have the positive vibe. So please do if you please do this activity. So this is the activity for today. Okay, so I'm going to come up for this activity will be for the all the 30 days, but I'm going to come up for on every day. I'm going to come up with a mindset lesson which you're going to learn and which you're going to follow. Okay, so at the end of 30 days, I'm sure that you will have a much more better person. Okay, you will have the better version of yourself. Okay, so thank you so much. I would like to take your questions now. Okay, so I think the attendance form will be available on the chat box. I asked my team to put the attendance form. I will take the questions now. Okay, so thank you so much for your time. So thank you so much. I'll take some questions. Like I'll take some questions now. Like so. Hari Krishnan, the Tamil session will be available. Like it's depend upon the number of people. Okay, so it will be available later. Like if please do stay connected on channel, you'll get that information whenever we have a Tamil program. Okay, so international payment. Jawal, like I think you might have received an email for the international payment. Okay, so I think the Stripe payment is available. So you can also use the Razorpay also comes with PayPal link. So if you have any problems, just ping me on LinkedIn. Like I'll try to help you on this process. Okay. So for gold membership, currently the gold membership is not open. Currently the price is 9,009. I think it comes around 9,999. So if you want an offer, like please do wait for the Christmas offer or the New Year offer. You will get the offer for gold membership. Okay. So if you have already purchased this gold membership, this course will be included for you. Please don't purchase this course. This course will be included for you. Okay. So in dollars, like it will be around $13. Richard, the dollars, if you convert, it will be around like 13. It will be around like $13. Okay, please do check out. So the embedded Gokul, like the embedded driver development is not available right now. So maybe in future, like we'll be conducting the session. Yes, Manjunath, yes, you don't want to purchase, and this course is included for you for free. Okay, Manjunath, this course, no need to purchase this course. Those who have purchased the embedded starter kit, okay, this course is for free for them. And you also, I'll also give you the activate the Telegram group, the VIP Telegram group for those who purchase the product. Okay, please do follow the sessions, so you will have a great learning. Manjunath, this answer is for you. Okay. Madhu, thank you. And Mohammed, is this course useful for computer science students? Like, if you have electronics in your in your embedded system design, you can, but this is specifically for the electronics people. Okay, for electronics and communication, as well as for telecommunication engineering and for mechatronics, those who want to learn embedded system design. Okay, if you want to learn embedded system design, then you could join us for this course. Like that, we will be covering up one or two projects on Internet of Things. Anand Moon not receive the email for confirmation. No, 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 not a problem. Like, you just sign up for the attendance form. The attendance form will be available in the chat box. Okay, you do it for you show up for the session and sign up for the attendance. Like, you will get the certificates. Okay. So just give me a moment. Let me check. Okay. So Manjunath, like, I think we'll have the part three session this week. Probably you please you find the event will be updated on the portal this week, so we can have this week. So RTOS. So this is honestly speaking, like, a lot. I see a lot of people asking for the extension. The 999, the 1,000 rupees plus GST is very less for the value which we have it on the masterclass series. Okay, if you can compare, if you are not able to invest this money, then definitely we will discuss with my team and I'll let you know. But I'm not sure that whether we could extend this for tomorrow. Okay, this is for Syed. Ganapati is asking, like, what is the difference between embedded and VLSI? Ganapati, please do attend the session tomorrow. Okay, the tomorrow session is about the difference between microcontrollers, okay, and VLSI and everything. So, like, embedded systems, like, you can use, if when you go for VLSI stands for very large scale integration. Okay, so if you take VLSI, if you have CPLDs and FPGAs. Okay, apart from this ASIC design, I'm not going to talk about the ASIC design process. So if you take a CPL and FPGA, and if you compare with the microcontroller DSP processor, you can also use FPGA for embedded system design. Okay, so I will explain you very clearly how to use an FPGA for an embedded system design. That we'll be checking tomorrow. That will go through tomorrow. So Gokul, I will update the cost of the kit. Okay, if you're going to purchase from us, because I'm planning to include the logic analyzer with this kit. The previous version of the kit does not comes with the logic analyzer, but logic analyzer is very essential for you to for analyzing the timing waveforms and for analyzing these UART spy communication. So you just fill the form. Like, I think my team will send the form through email. Okay, you just fill the form if you want to purchase a kit. Because these kits has to be imported from US. Okay, if you purchase locally, the kit alone comes around like 2,500 to 2,800 rupees. Okay, so we will try to get from the US market. Okay, we will try to import. So based on the requirements, we'll try to import and we'll try to give. Okay. So any questions? Any questions? So we have only 10 more minutes for this offer. Like, if you want to purchase, like, you could sign up for the offer. The offer link is available on the chat box. Okay. For internship students, no need to fill the Google form. Like, you can on the internship portal. Okay, so the internship portal will be uploaded. The videos will be uploaded from tomorrow. So you can go through the portal and you can give complete and continue on the top. Okay, once you give complete and continue on the top, that will mark the attendance. Okay, so no need to for the internship students, no need to give, no need to submit attendance form. Okay, for this answer is for Secker. Okay, so FPGA stands for Field Programmable Gate Arrays. Okay, is this course for electrical and electronics engineering? Yes, electrical. Is this course for electrical and electronics engineering? Yes, if you want to use microcontrollers for motor controls, or if you want to use power electronics applications based on microcontrollers, then this course will be useful for you. Okay, so for electricals, you can use it. You can use it. So we have 10 more minutes. So please do, if you want to enroll, like, take action. So if you what take action now. Okay, so thank you so much, Ganapati. Thank you so much, Ganapati. Thank you, Abhi. Thank you. Uh, so Chaitanya, like, you will get the link for the kit. You will get the link for the kit. Okay. Okay. So put your questions on the chat box. Chat box. So I would like to welcome, like, just give me a moment. I could see a lot of people as enrolled. Like, I would like to welcome Vishal and Aditya, Vishal, Aditya, Yadav, and Reddy. Welcome, Chaitanya. Welcome, Srish. Welcome, Yogesh. Welcome, and Yash Kumar. Welcome. Okay, so they have been enrolled for this internship payments. Okay. So I could welcome Patel, welcome Yash Kumar, welcome Jay Prakash, welcome Sasidharan, welcome Krishna Kumar, welcome Yash and Yokesh, AC, Ramanjil, welcome. Okay, Taiwo is failed payment. Okay, I think it's an international payment. Okay, Srish, welcome. Chaitanya, welcome. Reddy, welcome. And so thank you so much. Thank you so much for enrolling on this internship program. Okay. So ASM for assembly programming. Okay. So internship for gold membership, 851 lab programs. My course is more focused on embedded when it is on Cortex M4. Why course is more focused on embedded when it is on Cortex M4? Kevin Shaw, like, why course is more focused on embedded when it is on Cortex M4? No, see, actually, we are going to deal with Cortex M4, like the Cortex M4 architecture. Like, we are going to cover up all the peripherals. Okay, I'm not getting your point. Like, the embedded system design, you can do embedded system design using Cortex M4 architecture. Okay, so we'll be covering up the peripherals codes, how to write the peripherals, how to write the peripherals in Cortex M4 architecture. So this answer is for Kevin Shaw. Okay. So thank you so much. We have 6 more minutes. Okay. If you have any questions, you just put it on the chat box. If you have any questions, when is the internship going to start? Like, I'll tell you about how this internship works. Okay. So you will get lifetime access to the community. So you get the recorded courses, like, where you can go through. Okay. So we are planning for, we have an BAP Telegram group, okay, where I'm going to use the Google form for communications. Okay, because since we have 33,000 students, handling 33,000 students is very hard on mobile phones. We are planning to establish a call center for handling the calls specifically for these students. Okay, so we'll be having hackathon for at least 2 to 3 hackathons, 2 hackathons in a month. Okay, so you can attend those hackathons. Those hackathons is on Zoom platform, and and it's a lifetime access. Okay, so over the period, like we have conducted a lot of hackathons on PCB design, a lot of hackathons on IoT, and a lot of hackathons on embedded system design and entrepreneurship. So you can attend all those things, and you can implement. Okay, that's how it works. Shimit, payment failing, please extend the deadline. Let me check with my team. I will try to check with my team, and uh, okay, if possible, like we'll try to extend this today. Okay, okay. So if you have any questions, you can put it on the chat box. Thank you so much for your time. Thanks for coming. Thank you so much. What are the materials or kits? So we are not providing any kits for this 999 rupees. Like the materials is the 4 courses. You have embedded C course, you have the Arm Cortex M4 course, and you have the Arduino Masterclass series, and you have the 82 and development board. How to design the 82 and development board. All these 4 courses are included in the 999 rupees. Okay, and you also get the community access. Community access where you have access for hackathons. Okay, yeah, you will get. I just repeat because a lot of people has some questions. Like I just repeat, like you get 100 days of learning. Okay, you, you you get 100 days of learning. Okay, you get 4 internship certificates. You can design your own 2-layer microcontroller board, and you have lifetime community access. All these courses, course access is for lifetime, and you have entrepreneurs coaching on Warriors Way Hub, and you also have the hackathons, and you also have the some special sessions on soft skills. Okay, how to design a website, and how to make your LinkedIn profile, and the 4 internship certificates. Okay, and hackathons on every week, and the BAP Telegram group, and you access for the BAP Telegram group, and you have 500 plus embedded interview questions. Okay, so that will be updated at the end of the challenge. So these are the things which you get for the 999 rupees plus GST. Okay, so the launch offer is 4 courses. uh, so you get 100 plus hours of learning. Okay, this is what you get for 999 rupees plus GST. Okay, I hope I have cleared the question now. So thank you so much. Thank you so much. Okay, so we have 2 more minutes. I'll try to extend this as much as can. Okay, Shagar City, welcome, and Aziz, welcome. Okay, Soumya, welcome. Abjit, welcome. Okay, so thank you so much for your time. Like, okay, so please do join the Facebook group. I would like to see your updates there. Okay, so thank you so much. See you tomorrow. Until then, bye bye. Take care. Okay, so we have I think we have few more minutes to go. Okay, so I'll try to extend the payments till tonight. Okay, you'll get an email. So please do try the payment within tonight. Okay, so I'll see you tomorrow. Okay, I'll try to extend this payment till tonight. Okay, so thank you so much. Thank you, Vaishnavi. Thank you, Mukesh. I'll try to extend the payment till tonight. Okay. Uh, Cortex will be there. Aditya, Cortex M4 will be there. Okay. Venki, thank you. Venki, utterance form is there. Suresh, thank you. And Harish, thank you. Mukesh, I'll try to extend the payment. Okay. So thank you so much. So thank you so much. Take care. Bye. Okay. Signing off.